Hey, good morning, guys. So to those of you who don't know, I have made my way back to Nigeria, where I will say it has been so hard for me to find food. Like, the logic that stems from people's behaviors and choices and things here, I honestly, like, in my circles, we call it Niger logic. In the midst of all of this, the car got swept up in a judgment that was issued against the friend. So my friend's friend had a judgment with the court which was issued against him. They swept up my car in the process. Me and my friend have even had it out because he's like, hey, good morning, guys. So to those of you who don't know, I have made my way back to Nigeria. And I figured this time around I would do a little better about documenting my daily thoughts, my daily movements, things that are being difficult, good, just the whole journey from the beginning. So let me start by my arrival back in the airport and say that it was so crazy, but I 100% love Nigeria's new airport. Like, compared to the old airport, the new airport was a wonderful treat. So kudos to the new airport, right? So since the airport, I will say it has been so hard for me to find food. Like, I am going to all the same places that I used to get the food that I wanted to get. I always usually eat foreign foods, especially until I'm like totally settled in my house and I can get the chef and all the good stuff. So I'm eating quick and, like, you know, food that's like noodles and this, that, and the third. But it's been so hard for me to find food. So I'm probably eating like once a day, which, I mean, it's no biggie. What else? I've also stayed in a couple different Airbnbs. In the Airbnb I'm in right now, really like it. It's in Lakey One, so centrally located. That's also really good for me. So the thing that always stains my kind of thought towards Nigeria, and I say this with complete I don't know, this is truly not to offend anybody, but more or less like real inquiry, because the logic that stems from people's behaviors and choices and things here, I honestly, like, in my circles we call it Niger logic, because it doesn't make sense anywhere else in the world but in Niger. And that's like a huge problem. Like, I don't get why things are just kind of like so swept, like, yeah, it's cool. No, it's not. So first, we'll start by saying that I have an issue. It's not an issue that I started myself, but it is an issue. So my car, I left it with my friend in Abuja. My friend left it at his friend's house so that he could, I guess he felt it was safer. So I don't know the total transpirings between them, but long story short, the friends whose house he left it at was not helpful to the people who I hired to come and pick up the car. So he made it difficult for the tow people to pick up the car and bring it to Lagos like I asked. In the midst of all of this, the car got swept up in a judgment that was issued against the friend. So my friend's friend had a judgment with the court which was issued against him. They swept up my car in the process. So in this process, my mechanic has taken to the court documents showing the car is properly tagged, titled, insured, all mine, all my name, nothing to do with either party of the case. But somehow we cannot get this freaking car back. And if, like, every part of this, the people are unhelpful. And I'm not saying it like I'm not sympathetic to what they're going through, whatever the situation is. I just have nothing to do with it. So when I'm talking to my friends, they're coming to me talking about, like, oh, this lawyer is gonna charge like $1 million. This lawyer is gonna charge $700K. And I'm like, $700K for an issue for a person that I didn't even have anything to do with this? Like, how do you not see this as your fault? Like, you should have done something to make sure that somebody else's property was not taken in the midst of whatever you have going on. So now he's saying that he wasn't even aware that this was happening to him, which, I mean, I can't say or deny, like, there's no way for me to know if he knew or not. But my point is like the amount of issues that it's bringing to my friends and I, and even my friend, me and my friend have even had it out, because he's like, you know, in his midst of trying to help, it's like, you're not okay with me trying to find other options other than throwing away my money on a problem I didn't create for myself. Like, I don't know. That's Nigel living. But this hasn't been so bad. Again, like I said, the Airbnb is totally good. I'm probably going to do more about talking about my issues, because I feel like the more Nigerians are aware, the more Nigerians understand how outsiders think, the more kind of stuff we get out there, the dialogue that we can get going, the more we can find a bridge to one another. Because definitely there are so many things that I hear that Nigerians believe that are not true. And they're like, oh, Nigerians are so hospitable. No, you're not. Like, I don't know where that came from. I don't know who thought that. No, you're not. They're like, oh, when you're a foreigner in Nigeria, you're not even made to feel like a foreigner. Yes, the heck I do. I feel like a foreigner everywhere I go. In fact, Nigerians be staring, and I'm like, damn, like, it's crazy. But will I also say that I have a ton of fucking fun when I'm ready to have fun? Yes, not just lit. But we will not talk about the bad. So that's today's stories. I also have not gotten away from my American sleeping pattern. So I'm literally like sleeping till like noon, maybe even later. So it's like 4 o'clock and I'm just really about to leave the house. Like, I haven't even gotten dressed for the day, but it's literally like 4 o'clock and I'm just now about to leave for the first time. So anyways, I'm doing better this go around, and we are going to make sure that you get to see this life that I'm living. All right, see you later, guys.